Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Star Wars Now, and in this video I'm going to be doing my Everything We Know About the Skywalker Saga Part 2. Now, my first video, Part 1, was very popular. Now, I already knew I was going to do a Part 2, but now you guys, I'm sure you guys really want this Part 2, and I hope you enjoy this one as much as the original. Now, in some cases, the sequel is worse than the original, but that's not in the case of The Empire Strikes Back, as everybody thought that The Empire Strikes Back was better than New Hope, which I also agree. So I hope this video is like The Empire Strikes Back and not like some of the other sequels that we've gotten in different films. So first of all, I originally recorded this video, then I accidentally deleted it, so now this is my second attempt at recording this video, and hopefully I won't delete this one accidentally, but let me get right into it. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the coins. Now, Lego studs, whatever you want to call them, coins, they are an important feature in every Lego game. It wouldn't be a Lego game without several basic features, like Lego studs or coins. So in this game, it looks like we've gotten a couple clips, and the coins looks like they're more holographic Lego coins. Like in the snip that you're probably seeing right now with Mace Windu, it looks more like a holographic coin. Now these coins are probably the same as all the other ones, with the same values as all the other ones, like silver coins is the most common one. Then you get gold, or is it gold then silver? Then you have the blue ones, which you've never seen in this game so far, and then purple. Now, purple studs are only present if you've gotten a mini kit, but then you replay the level and you go to the same part that the mini kit should be, but since you've already got it, a purple stud will appear. Blue studs are more common if you destroy something and all that, but we haven't seen a blue and purple stud for this game so far, but obviously they will be in here. It would be very unlikely if they add a new stud, as most Lego games, like the first Lego game, I don't even know what year it was released in, but all Lego games have this basic feature, so it would be very unlikely for them to add a new stud or take one stud away. So don't worry, it's relatively going to remain the same. The values of the studs are probably going to remain the same, like I said, and the actual characters, so say like the most expensive character in some video games will be more around 2 million studs at the max. Like in the Lego Movie video game, Lord Business is 1 million studs, and President Business is another 1 million. So I don't think they're gonna up like the value of, not like if they kept the value the same, but they make all characters be more expensive. So I doubt that they're gonna make, say, the most expensive character be more like 8 million studs. I doubt that they're going to increase the highest amount. So that would mean that the studs are not valued at more, but the money is valued at more. It's a bit complicated. But next thing I want to talk about is the Minikits. Now, Minikits is another viral thing that all Lego video games have to have. It has to be featured in every Lego video game, or else it's not a Lego video game. So if you're new to Lego Star Wars or Lego video games at all, Minikits are basically these 10 things that you collect in each level, 10 in each level. And I'm going to talk more about that there might be 5 in each level. But 10 in each level, you collect them, and you unlock ships once you unlock all 10. And that helps to 100% the game, obviously. So in some of the newer games, actually, like the Lego Movie video game, which they don't call them Minikits, they call them golden instruction builds, but they're basically the same premise. They only have 5 mini kits. Now, in one of Rugged Eagle's videos, he talked about how he wants there to be 5 mini kits in more levels because he thinks that it's a bit of a hassle to get all 10. Now, personally, for me, I like getting all 10 mini kits. I mean, I just like getting all 10, especially for me. I just use the mini kit detector. That's one of the red bricks. I play through the story and I try to look for the mini kits, but if I don't, then I'm just going to turn on the red brick, which is the mini kit detector, and I just use that to search for all the rest of the mini kits. But I personally like the 10. I guess maybe some of you guys do not like 10, you'd rather 5, but I mean, if you really rather 5, then just don't collect them at all if you really don't want to go through all that hassle in collecting all 10. But I think they're gonna remain the same. They look like they're not gonna be redesigned because you've seen a couple snippets and trailers, like the one that you're probably seeing right now about Finn on the Star Destroyer on Exegol. You can see in the corner right there, you might be able to see a mini kit. And in one shot with Mace Windu and Anakin, in the corner, you can see a mini kit behind a cage. So it looks like they're not getting redesigned at all. But you never know because we haven't actually gotten an actual gameplay trailer. I will be doing a video if we do get a gameplay trailer. But hopefully we will be getting that soon. So the next thing I want to talk about on the subject of mini kits is red bricks, because like I was talking before about how there's those mini kit detectors. So red bricks is another thing that has to be featured in a Lego game, or else it's not a Lego game. They're mostly called red bricks in all Lego games, so I don't think they're going to call it something different. I will be talking about the golden bricks, which are being renamed later and is a bit different, but that'll be later. So red bricks basically are kind of like they're not really cheats, but in some games they call them cheats. I don't consider them cheats. They're basically more like they help you along your journey, and you unlock them by finding them in levels, and they basically kind of like, some of them could be like, say if there's a mechanic where you can do a grapple, like in Lego Star Wars Force Awakens. Well, then one of the red bricks could be fast grapple, which allows you, instead of having to spam B, you just hit B once, and then it'll do the grapple for you. There's stuff like that, like fast interact, which would allow you, like in the Force Awakens, you had to do kind of a mini game to open a door or something. But if you turn on fast interact, then it would just allow you to hit one button and it would open, or you just don't do anything. So, and there are other red bricks, like in most of the games, there are studs times 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. There are also stud magnet, which I'll be talking about in my me trying to avoid studs in Lego Star Wars Force Awakens. And there are a lot of other those. They're basically mini cheats. One more is infinite health. I don't think red bricks are going to be changing that at all. It really depends on what mechanics are in the game, because like I said about like fast grapple or something, if there's a new mechanic, and it involves a mini game or something to like open a door or something, like I said about interact, well then there's probably going to be like a red brick that is fast whatever. So it's more like it helps you complete the game faster or whatever, or if you're trying to speed run a level, they're very useful for those. But I don't think they're going to be redesigned or anything. Now, as of all the Lego games right now, there have been 1 per level. I don't think they're going to change that and put 2 or 3. I think 1 per level is good. That would be, like I said earlier, there would be 54 in this game. I think 54 in this game, unless there's bonus levels or whatnot. But that's it for red bricks. The next thing I want to talk about is the Kyber bricks. Now, Kyber bricks are new to Lego games, but they're essentially the golden bricks that have been featured in every game, and those are basically what helps you 100% them. If you unlock True Jedi, boom, you get a golden brick. I'll talk about True Jedi later. So if you unlock True Jedi, boom, that's golden brick. If you collect all the mini kits, that's another golden brick, and you work to try to unlock all golden bricks to 100% the game. Now, I wasn't able to find a clip of this, but apparently there was this video clip that was posted on somewhere. Or maybe this was like a private thing that only some people could view. But apparently it was somebody collecting one of these Kyber bricks in the game, and that said 1 out of 900 or something. So as you can imagine, that's the most. That just gives you an idea of the scale of this game. Most games have, like Lego Star Wars Force Awakens had 250. And at first when I saw that at 250, I was like, oh my god, there's no way I'm gonna 100% this game, but turns out I did eventually. So that just tells you how, if you're a 100% completionist, then you're gonna have a big hassle getting all 900 of these to 100% the game. But if you're really into that kind of stuff, which I'm not really, but if I 100% it, I will probably post a video on it. But if you're 100% completionist, it'll be a lot of Kyber bricks. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this in my first video, but apparently Kyber bricks are also going to act like skills, kind of. I did mention the skill tree in my other video, but apparently that if you unlock a certain amount of Kyber bricks, they'll essentially give you a skill. So if you unlock 50 Kyber bricks, you'll unlock a new skill or something like that. I really don't know. There's a lot of rumors spreading around, so I don't know if these are one of these false rumors or true. But that's it for the Kyber bricks. Like I said, 900 in the game. So the next thing I want to talk about are the hub worlds. Now, a hub world is basically, once you've completed the game, a hub world is basically where you spend all your time. Those are basically where you find your extra stuff. And those are where most of the golden bricks are, or Kyber bricks is what I should be calling them. And hub worlds are usually 1 per planet or something like that. So, like in Lego Star Wars Force Awakens, there was 1 for Jakku, 1 for Takodana, 1 for Dakar, 1 for Starkiller Base, and 1 for the Millennium Falcon. Now, I'm going to be talking about planets in a second, because this game has so many planets in this. I'm assuming it's probably going to be like 30 planets in this game, that there are probably going to be a lot of hub worlds in this game. So that explains why there's 900 Kyber bricks. So if there's, like I said, 30 planets, then you divide that 90 divided by 30, that'll give you another 30. So that means 30 Kyber, around, I'm just doing an estimation, 30 Kyber bricks per planet, and then 30 planets, and then there's more Kyber bricks. So I'm probably just giving you false statements, but that's a lot of planets, and it's going to be probably big hub worlds. Now, one thing I want to talk about is they're apparently going to be, so say you're in the hub world and you're looking for this one gold brick. Well, apparently at any moment, randomly, the Empire will come out of hyperspace and attack the planet. Yes, you're hearing this right. If you're on the edge of your seat and being like, what is he talking about? Well, yes, you are hearing this right. The Empire can come out of hyperspace at any moment, and it's just random, and you have to take down the Empire. So say you're on Hoth, and you're looking for this one gold brick like I was talking about earlier, you will get attacked by a Star Destroyer randomly. Now, there are two ways to take out the Star Destroyer. You either take your X-Wing and blow it up from the outside, like you basically take down the shield generator or whatever, or you go into the inside, you sabotage the inside and you escape, or you do like now this is pod racing, just Anakin just swoosh out quickly, and you can and you blow it up. So you can blow it up from the inside or the outside. Now, these events are very random, but just from what I'm hearing about, these look like they're going to be very fun. I'm sure a couple of people will probably just be waiting on a planet, just walking around in circles, you know, like they put their elastic around their controller, just walking around in circles, waiting until one of these events happens. But those look like they're going to be very fun. So now, like I said, how I was talking about planets earlier, let me talk about the planets. Now, I'm going to try to list all the planets right now. So if my estimation of 30 is right, then there's probably going to be around 30 planets in the game. There's not going to be many rare planets. Like, if one of you guys are really looking for this one planet that appeared for like 2 seconds, like Megito, that appeared for 2 seconds in Revenge of the Sith, and you really want to play around it, well, sorry guys, you're going to have to find a Megito-based game. But so far, you know, we've only seen Megito for like 30 seconds for the line, come on, we must take the bridge. But apparently, it said, come on, in the special edition or something. Mazra, you'll get that inside joke if you're watching this. So first we have Naboo, Tatooine, Coruscant, Camino, Geonosis, Utapau, Kashyyyk. You know, I'm not going to name all of these. There are so many of them. Maybe I'll do a separate video on that. But it looks like the planets are going to be very interesting to explore. Like one in the trailer, you saw Agent Kloss in the trailer, which if you guys don't know what that is, that's the Resistance base in the Rise of Skywalker. The one Resistance base in the entirety of Star Wars that doesn't get discovered by the Empire or the First Order. So that one looks very fun because in one clip you see Finn going down a zip line. So that's one of the mechanics that I'm going to talk about later, zip lining. That's probably one of the mechanics that are going to be featured in the game. But on to the next thing that I want to talk about. So the next thing I want to talk about is True Jedi. Now, True Jedi is one of those other essential things in this game, in Lego games, that I've talked about a lot of essential things, but that's going to be featured in this game also. Now, this is going to be a short segment because there's no major changes, but if you don't know what True Jedi is, you have to collect a certain amount of studs in a level, and there are stud multipliers for these. That's basically what the stud multipliers are for. And once you collect a certain amount of studs, you'll get True Jedi. I doubt they're going to rename it something else, because True Jedi is what's been featured in all Star Wars games from Lego Star Wars 1 all the way to The Force Awakens, released in 2016. So I doubt they're going to change the name to something else. But once you collect all those studs, you reach 100%. You reach 100% for the True Jedi, and you get a gold brick, which helps, like I said earlier, or Kyber brick, why do I keep saying gold brick, that helps you get to 100% in the game. So, like I said, I doubt they're going to name it different. Next thing I want to talk about is mechanics. Now, I talked about mechanics in my other video about how pushing mechanics and stuff like that, but we haven't really gotten any proof of mechanics in any of the trailers. So basically all we have is the zipline mechanic that I talked about earlier. Force push, because in one scene you see Anakin force pushing a couple droids during the trailer, and force pull. Now those two I'm very excited for. We have no confirm of force pull, but I'm assuming that force push, force pull. That looks very cool. That reminds me of Jedi Fallen Order, and Jedi Fallen Order was very cool with force pull. I thought that was a very cool ability. The only thing is that in Jedi Fallen Order you had a force bar that you had to refill your force bar if you wanted to use force push or something. Now in this game, I doubt they're going to have a force bar, but in one of the shots in the boss fight, you saw at the side that there were a bunch of kind of like power-ups. So maybe you recharge that power-up, like I mentioned in my first video, kind of like star cards. So it could be like that. No other mechanics have really been revealed so far, but when they get a gameplay trailer, I will be doing a full-out review like I've said earlier. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is DLC. Now, DLC, I'm sure all of you guys know what DLC is. You have to live under a rock if you don't know what DLC is. And for this game, this is not going to be like new maps or something. So far, there's no announce of a new level pack. It would only be a character pack. Now, I'm gonna go over the character packs in a second. But like I just said, no level packs. There are rumored to be 8 DLC packs, but apparently we only have 6 confirmed DLC. So I don't know, those last 2 character packs that are DLCs that are rumored could be level packs instead of character packs, but let me go over the 6 character packs right now. So the first one is a Mandalorian Pack 1, which will have Season 1 characters. That one's probably going to have Din Djarin, Baby Yoda, or Grogu, Cara Dune, Greef Karga, IG-11, and Quill. Mandalorian Pack 2 is going to have Din Djarin Season 2, Bo-Katan, Cobb Vanth, Ahsoka, Boba Fett, I was about to say Tamira Morrison, and the last one could be a Dark Trooper or maybe Moff Gideon. The next character pack is Solo: A Star Wars Story, which will have Han Solo, Rio, Val, Tobias Beckett, Chewbacca, and Kira probably, or maybe Dryden, I don't know. The next character pack is the Rogue One DLC character pack, which is going to have Jyn Erso, Cassian Andor, Chirrut Imp, Blaze Malbus, Bodhi Rock, and K2SO. Next one is a classic characters pack. Now, that is, I actually don't know what that is. There have been rumors that it's, well, the poster that you're probably seeing on the screen right now shows a picture of Lando, and that's a classic Lando from the Complete Saga and LEGO Star Wars 1, but it's basically a LEGO Star Wars 2, but it's basically both LEGO Star Wars 1 and LEGO Star Wars 2 put together. So that's a picture of him from the Complete Saga. So I'm guessing that they're taking classic characters from the Complete Saga and bringing them into the Skywalker saga. So the original design of the character. So like Han Solo in the new games, he's redesigned and all that, but I'm guessing you're gonna get the original character design. So I don't know what those characters could be. It could be Yoda, Obi-Wan, Luke, Han, Leia, and Lando, but I don't know. And then the last character pack is Star Wars The Bad Batch character pack, which if you haven't seen my Bad Batch reviews, go check them out. So that's basically going to have Omega, Hunter, Echo, Crosshair, oh my god, it's hard to name all of them, Wrecker, and whatever the other 2 are. So that's going to have those, and that's all the DLC that we have right now. Now, like I said, there are those 2 rumored 2 level packs that could be coming, but I can't confirm anything. I don't want to spread rumors around about anything, but I'm pretty sure there are going to be 8 DLCs, so those 2 DLCs are real. We just don't know if they're level or character. So the next thing I want to talk about are the release date and a couple other things, and then I just want to talk about the bounty hunter missions, and that'll be it for the video. So release date. So like I said in my other video, no release date yet, but I didn't take this time to talk about a release date because I don't want to just talk about how there's no release date and really just disappoint you guys. But there are rumors spreading around that the reason why there is no release date is that because they're doing online co-op. So I'm pretty sure that was featured in one of the LEGO Harry Potter games. I don't play those games. I think it was years 1 to 4 or something. And that was online co-op, so you basically, you just log in, whatever, with your thing, and you invite your friend, and then, so, because of COVID, how you can't invite your friend over, I mean, COVID's basically done now, but you just sit on your sofa, you invite your friend, and say your friend's on the other side of the country or whatever, and then you just play together. So, that would explain why they are taking so long to make this game, but, this feature is very unlikely. I personally do not play online. I just play with my sister right next to me. So I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this really want that feature. So I guess hopefully they would put that feature in, and that would give a good explanation on what is taking them so long, because you know, they announced this game 2 years ago and we are 2 years later, and it's like they're pretending that this game never happened because we haven't gotten an update in a long time. So, like I said in my other video, hopefully at Gamescom, which is August 11th or something, we will get a release date, but I can't make any promises. Now, the last thing I want to talk about in this video is bounty hunter missions. Now, some of you guys are probably wondering what these are. So, in LEGO Star Wars 1 and 2 and the Complete Saga or whatever, there were these things called bounty hunter missions. So, basically, in that game, you go to the certain part, and then you have to you go into this level and you're playing as Bosk, Boba Fett, etc. And you just basically search around the corridors until you find your bounty, and then you're basically kind of timing yourself, and you get a gold brick, or what do I keep saying, that Kyber brick, and it helps you 100% the game. So, and I'm sure a lot of you guys who have played the complete saga on console, I have it on mobile, like beating your time, because you know it probably feels like an accomplishment just beating your time and you got a record or something. So these apparently are returning to this game. I can't make any promises, but apparently these are returning to the game. In Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens, they were kind of replaced by these the carbonite bricks that were spread around the map. So basically, you just found them, and then you get a character. You open up the carbonite and you get a new character. So that helped 100% the game. You know, because that's basically what all these stuff are. Like Minikits, red bricks, Kyber bricks, they all help you to 100% the game. So, that's it for the video right now. I don't have any other updates that I can think of right now. Maybe tomorrow it'll get a release date for Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga, but we have no idea when it'll get a release date. Traveler Tales are just keeping us in the dark. But we have Gamescom on August 11th, which is still in a while. But if they announced it at Gamescom, then it would be a December release date, which would be in time for the holidays. But you know, we were hoping it was supposed to be spring 2021. Well, actually, it's supposed to be 2020. Then they delayed to spring 2021. And now we just have no idea. Like I said in my other video, when I put the 75 years later SpongeBob thing, it could release in 75 years and we would have no idea because they're not keeping us any updates. Like, it's bad enough that we don't have to wait. We have to wait for the game, but we could wait for all eternity. So we have no more updates. Oh well. I hope this video was informative and it was like an Empire Strikes Back, not like one of those bad sequels. And if you're asking if you should buy the game, well then you should buy the game. I'm looking at you, Mazrio. You should buy the game. It looks like it's going to be great. Once the game comes out, I will be doing an actual should you buy this game, and I'll actually show actual gameplay from the actual game, because right now I can only tell you in my opinion that you should buy it. I don't have any gameplay or anything that shows you this feature's coming. Most of this is just rumors and speculations, but I will be doing an actual video when this game comes out about if you should buy it. And bye.